Sports.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Aviators of Chicago.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 97 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20+ times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right, he got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw for a touchdown pass.
But got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that, because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, O'Neal over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Quick pass out to Miller. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
They'll look to throw again.
Finding Miller once more, complete.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. Powers through. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. That will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Off the play fake. O'Neal. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Aviators are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On play action, they'll throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
A CD after this game. There will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in the playoff push right now.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more yards that go-around, a first down as well. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got this one complete to Fountain. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
At the 15-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. O'Neal flush. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. O'Neal. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
The throw over the middle taken in. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And this defense for the Jags, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. O'Neal. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. And he will find his man on the outside.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. O'Neal got a man, and he hits him in stride. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's able to find Miller. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the
football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Now the extra point. And the lead is now 13. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to...
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is incomplete.
You just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they're spotted. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, O'Neal.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
2nd down and 8.
At the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. O'Neal. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Off play action. O'Neal. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And they bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
16 at the 12-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Oh, what a move. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They give him a gain of 38.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started across the border in Mexico, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Titans will need to run the table and get help to be a playoff team, but they remain alive as they move to 5-8 on the year. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Here now, 2nd and 4.
At the 27-yard line.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Finley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The 12-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And this one is right through. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself, because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. O'Neal, wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Back to throw. O'Neal. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
The 40-yard line.
Off the play fake. O'Neal. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16. That one goes for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This is caught. Touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Jaguars getting set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays. Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Second and 4. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Finley. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down now, Finley. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get him back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick.
Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throwing on 1st down. O'Neal. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down.
The 16-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to the air on second down. O'Neal, and that'll be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. O'Neal. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On 4th down, O'Neal. Past the 30, almost to the 25. Good coverage downfield, led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. O'Neal. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First down, Jaguars.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs. And they
got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Aviators add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
First down, Jacksonville.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Chicago offense set to get started as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 74 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 9.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3, and they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.